Hello, everybody. I'm just adjusting my camera and making sure everything looks good. Looks okay on my end, right? How are you all? It is good to be back on YouTube. I did not expect to have anything to report today, nor did I expect to have the time to do it. So I'm really excited that I have some time to work tonight, and I have a very interesting bit to go over today. So let's just jump right in. My name is Becky. I'm a full-time reseller on most of the major platforms, with Poshmark being my primary platform, as well as eBay being a close second, and then all of the other major ones as well. In addition to being a full-time consigner a full-time reseller of my own things, I'm also a consignment seller. So I do have consigners that I partner with to help them sell their things, just like I sell my own things. But today, we're doing something different. So I usually have items to go through that my consigners have brought me, and I put them on my spreadsheet to keep track of everything so that I can know who is assigned to what item for when it sells so that I can pay them. But I went thrifting today. Yay, which was fun, but unnecessary. So you guys, if you've been watching my videos, you know I have a ton of stuff to get through from my different consigners. And my girlfriend and I have been trying to get to the thrift store together for a while. And it's always been one thing or another. And we both had our kids squared away. And we said, okay, let's see if we can make this happen. So we went to the Goodwill and the regular Goodwill. And here's what I have to share. So I will go through everything. I'm very excited. I will save the best for last, or at least some of the best things that I think are going to sell for the most. I have a really exciting piece that I'm thrilled about. It could be great, and it could be a dudder. So we'll see. And I'd love anyone else's feedback if you guys know a thing or two about a thing or two. So in no particular order, we can just kind of jump right in. I have to go through everything and take tags off and all that good stuff. So that's what I'm here for today. But if you remember back one of my earlier videos, I'm just taking off the Goodwill tags. One of my earlier videos, I had mentioned that I went to take one of my friends to the Goodwill bins, and that were located, I say were, right in my town. And when I got there, you normally walk in the front door and you go to the right, it's the bins. And if you go to the left, it's regular Goodwill. And I walk in and there's no right. There was just a wall. And it was very confusing. It was very disorienting. I was like, there's a wall there. Am I imagining that there never used to be a wall there? There's a wall there, right? And it was very unsettling. And then I found out that they combined my bins with the regular Goodwill. I was devastated. And here I was with my friend who I had been talking up the bins. She's a new reseller, and we were so excited. She's heard so much about the bins and all that stuff. And I was going to show her the ropes, and we were going to get to spend like the whole day. We had the whole day scheduled to be there, and it was sealed over. So we did end up going thrifting that day. It's the same friend we went today, but we went to a different Goodwill. So what my process is, is very informal. I take my receipt and actually write down everything I have and kind of what I spent for it. When I go to the bins, I do take the price and then, divide it by how many items I got. But in this case, I will actually write down what I paid for each thing. And it's not like a super formal process. I just do it so that for my own purposes, so I know I got a good return on things. I can remember very well what I paid for things or thereabouts and where I got things, mostly because most of my items are for consignment. So I remember when I actually spent my own hard-earned money for something. And so this is just like my own purposes. This is a J. Jill medium petite pink linen dress. I got it because it's J. Jill and it's linen, but also it's like total Barbie core vibes, and it just made me happy. So there's that. This dress is Tahari. It's a size 8, but I actually got it for myself. I just think this is so cute. I don't really wear workwear like this anymore because this is my job and I don't have to go anywhere really to do it. But I'm like addicted to these cute little workwear pieces, and I have so many, and I'm going to keep it unless I decide to sell it, because I just think it's cute. So I'll probably wear it for a little bit. It's Tahari size 8. And let's see, what are the launder? This is so cute. I actually probably should sell this because it's a good workwear item, dry clean only. Look at how beautiful this buckle is. It's just got like the cinched waist. This is going to look so cute on. If I end up keeping it, maybe I'll wear it in a video and then sell it so we can at least enjoy the fruits of our labors. So it's like a navy blue business dress with buckle. So I'm so glad that my friends and I were able to actually meet up because we were back and forth, and she actually canceled me a zillion times because her husband works for, he travels for work rather, and she wasn't sure when she was going to be able to get away. And she had to keep rescheduling. This is Jane and Delaney 3X white and rainbow stripe top. And it's linen. Oops. Which is why I got it. I got it because it's a beautiful summery beach top. It's linen. Jane and Delaney are a decent brand, And in a size 3X, I feel like that's a nice combo. It's a nice combination. This top I have sold before. It's Calvin Klein, size large, and it's just an off-white cream, but with little sequin, kind of like a demi top. And it was marked children's pricing, $249. And I know sweater with sequin, off white. I know I can list it very simply because I'm just going to copy my listing. And then I know that I can resell it for a good value because I already have. And it will be easy. And it was $2.50. So this is a wool felt hat. And look at at the feathering. Oh, how cute is this, right? Well, howdy, partner. Tan wool felt hat with side feather. Now there was a tiny stain. Where was the stain? Oh, like right here. Can you see it? Tiny, tiny stain. So I'll definitely list that. But look how sharp this is. Oh my gosh. It's wool, it's felt. This made in the USA and this other tag made me think it was vintage. I mean, that is like the vintage wool tag, but I just love this. And it was $199. Doesn't it look like a cop hat on me? God, my head is so freakishly small. Hats just always look crazy town. Oh, let me grab a couple things. Okay, here is a new to me brand that I am really excited that I picked out. So I saw it and I just noticed the pattern was pretty. And then for some reason, whenever I see gold hardware on stuff, I always just feel like it's a higher end. If I was ever going to be a fashion designer, I would put gold hardware on things. The brand is Kaylee Smith, Kaeli Smith, and it's a size 8. And all of the comps were like kind of Lily, there's the tag, Lily Pulitzer kind of styling. So I got her, and I think she's just so darling. And was this a linen blend? I can't remember. I feel like I checked, and I think it was. Where did my tag go? Let's see. No, cotton spandex. I'm just excited about her. I think she's going to do well. I'm not stopping to check comps again since I've been home because we will be here all night. So, coffee. Speaking of being here all night, got to stay fueled, got to stay charged. Now, here is a dress that I bought for myself, which I don't kind of do as a rule, but it is just so me. I'll show you why in a second. 9 West, size 4, navy, stripe, green, polka dot. It's got polka dots, it's got stripes, it's nautical, and it's fit and flare. I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, this is my uniform. Like, I live in dresses like this. It's actually, I'm thinking about it, it's like very similar to the dress that I have on now. How cute. So it was missing the belt, but I'm not worried about that. I'll probably snip the ties. And it's a size 4, which I'm not super busty. So I think I'll be able to squeeze my girls into that. But if it doesn't fit, it was $6.99 our dresses, so that's a little bit more than what I usually would spend on myself, but I do feel confident that I'll at least get my money back. This is Pure Jill, and I don't know a lot about the Pure Jill line, but I think it's like I thought it was going to be like organic cotton, but when I looked at it, it didn't say that. But it is a linen blend, and it kind of had, again, slight Barbiecore vibes. What size did I say? Pink. I didn't say. Large. Linen blend. V neck top. Okay. I'm going to take off my hat. Otherwise my head will get hot. She's getting hot, hot, hot. You guys know I teach aqua dance, and I just started doing a dance routine to Hot, Hot, Hot. And the girls are so cute. Can I tell you, it's so funny. So the girls at the pool call themselves the mermaids. Oh, I did not. Ooh, naughty, naughty girl. I am very naughty. I'll just tell you about that in a second. Let me finish this other story. The girls at the pool, they call themselves the mermaids. They, darn it, I might have just made a mistake. Oh, well. They don't like to get too wet. Their hair wet. They're obviously in the pool. But so this song, when we do, there's the end where it goes, "Are you feeling hot, hot, hot?" I have us smacking the water to get them all splashed, and they just go hot. They don't want to do it. And then there's another part where it's like, when we go ole, 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 I have them like really smacking the water, and they don't want any of that. They just like to stay dry. Okay, so here's my mistake. Gray quilted jacket. Okay, so I did not realize that this jacket was $13.99. And you know what? I just snipped the tags. My store lets us return things. I probably shouldn't have, because I do not think that I'm going to get this return on this. The brand is Napa Valley, which, if I'm not mistaken, when I looked up a lot of the things, it said vintage. However, I'm pretty certain that this is reversible. So that has one good quality for us. Does it have pockets? No pockets. And it is new with tags, and it retailed for $50. So, oh, it is reversible. See, look at me. I know my stuff, reversible. So I thought, okay, not so bad. When I looked at it, it said vintage. And when I was talking, in case you haven't noticed, I'm chatty. I was talking with this lady I met in the store, and she's like, "Oh, I think that's it." I asked her, I said, "Do you know anything about that brand?" She says, "I think it's a vintage brand." She didn't say it in that dorky, squeaky voice that I just did. But I looked at it, and that's what it looked like. So I hope I can get a good return on that. But I shouldn't have cut those tags. Oh, well. All right, I'm doing a little bit of surgery. Look at this one. How do I look now? Oh my goodness, this is another cute one. Oh, this feather is just too darling. Oh my gosh. How cute am I? All right, let me make sure I'm on the right part of my receipt. Kids tops, kids knits, women's blazer, shoe, handbags, plates, gloves. Oh, gloves, hats, and socks. Okay, this one is, how would we describe this? Straw fedora with feather and sash. Look at that cool. I love this hat. Oh my God, it's so cute. Oh, I can't stand it. It does say it's a size large. Look at this cool flap in the back here. It feels like leather too. This is just like a well-made, good quality hat. And I don't know what kind of bird this is, but that feather is just cute as anything. Does this? Oh yes, that's the look. I like it. Don't hats look so weird on me? Because like my head comes to here and the rest just stands up. Like I do not have a big head. How old? Oh well. We're all unique in our own precious ways, aren't we? So I had a good day, or a decent day at least, for cashmere. I found 2 cashmere pieces, and unless it's a brand that I totally don't recognize, I will pick up cashmere. I think have I sold Gap cashmere? I feel like Gap, or maybe it was Old Navy. Like one of those brands had cashmere. I was like, Gap has cashmere? But this is Valerie Stevens, which this tag looked kind of vintage to me, but I don't know if it is. And I'm probably not going to spend the time looking it up. It's cashmere. That's all. That was good enough for me. And it was size extra large. It is so soft, and it is 100% cashmere. So, like I said, good enough for me. Valerie Stevens XL purple cashmere. Button down. Let's see. Okay. Yep, so I was pleased with that. Here's another one. Literally, I do not know how this got in my cart. When I was reviewing my purchases or my things, I was trying to edit before I got to checkout. I was like, Becky, edit. You can't get all the things that are in your cart right now. This was just there. I don't know where it came from. It was just there. But I was like, okay, I'll get it. It's Banana Republic, and it's a size large. Large gray, delicate knit V-neck sweater. Oh, top. It's really just the top. But look what a pretty detail. Not pretty. It's so lightweight, super lightweight. And it's super soft and just sweet. So got that. Oh, what's that little tag there? Okay. Here's another one. Okay, why did I get this one? I know why. I know one of the reasons why. So this one had a lot of things going for it. IMO. And I will tell you what they are. Number one, obvi, Barbie core. And I don't know if this is a pool cover up, but it just reminded me of pool cover up. Are these things on right? Yeah. It looked like one had lifted a little bit. And the brand is Caroline Grace, which I did not bother to look up. Grace. And I will tell you why in a moment. Because it was cashmere. Again, blend. It's a cashmere blend, and it's an extra large. So bubblegum pink Barbie core, cashmere blend, extra large, and it's kind of got like this beachy, tunicky kind of vibe, which I think is so perfect, and a great size, and this cute little collar detail. I was like, yes, hop in my cart, girlfriend. That could be a dud. I don't know. That could be a dud, but I'm willing to take as a chance. Okay, here is a brand that I've never sold before, but I ran comps in the store. I ran a ton of comps today. It took me forever, but I think it will do well. The brand is Tignanello, Tignanello. Tignanello. Oh, it's Italian. The Tignanello. And what did I see? I feel like I saw somewhere that it was Italian leather. Let's see. What does it say? Genuine leather. Yes. I thought it said Italian leather somewhere, but maybe not. Look at this beautiful satin lining. And look at this just beautiful detailing. I just was like, okay, here. Oh, no. I thought I saw somewhere that it said Italian leather. Okay. Let it go, Becky. Just let it go. It's got the tassel. It's got the sweet lining. It's got this cute little braiding on the bottom. If I don't sell this for a good return, I'm keeping it. Oh, thank goodness the tag comes right off. Okay. Oh, let me go back to where it says handbags. Handbags, $4.99. Brown leather braided bag. Okay. She's so cute, right? Love her. I'm going to take off hat number 2. Although this was like a super breathable hat. That really is a cute hat. I have beach hats. I don't really wear very many beach hats, but I have them. This is Gianni Beanie, size 9, medium. They were in, like, look at this. Can you see this even? There's like no wear to these. Like there's like one little scuff on the heel. I mean, come on. So, and I think there was like, was there a mark? Maybe not. Oh yeah, there was like one tiny scuff mark. So how cute. Gianni Beanie, barely worn, in a size 9, which I think is a great size too. And these were like $7.99. Yeah. So I was very pleased with that. Hold please, I'm writing them on my list. Size 9, brown suede. Okay, moving on. Now, this isn't as exciting as the cashmere, but it's made well. I believe it was merino wool. Let's see. Yep. Oh my gosh. She is so soft. And I just love, this is like perfect. Maybe I'm just like in the mood for fall to come, but it just had like such fall cozy vibes. Made well, so decent quality, and the merino wool is soft. So I was very pleased with this find as well. I'm going to write it down. Let's see. And Madewell, it's not doing as well as it had been for me, but it's still, as long as it has like these things going for it. It's a size medium. Button, front. Alrighty. So what am I up to now? Let's see. That's got to be at least 30 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, maybe about 25. Okay. I'm not complaining, right? I'm not complaining. Okay, you guys are going to laugh at me because, like, I think as resellers, everyone's like always here for like, what is the sexiest, hottest, most trendy thing? And then I'm out here buying like just very basic pieces. It's Lane Bryant, it's sheer, but it's like flowy and drapey. And I don't know, I just feel like it's going to do well. So I did not run comps on this. Don't judge, but I am pleased with it. What I promise is that I will post once things sell so you guys can see, did Becky make a fool of herself and buy dumb stuff, or did she do okay? So what did I say? Lane Bryant's size 22, 24. What does that translate to? 22, 24. I'm going to say that's like 2X maybe. And it's brown, sheer, drapey with spots. It's got spots on it. Oh, my new friend is here. Well-read wardrobe. I'm photographing all my Madewell right now. Oh, we're sending Madewell vibes to each other. Bath working by brand to make research. Oh, batch working by brand to make research easier, I hope. Yeah. You know what? You're smart. I'm just like one thing at a time over here. It's good to see you again. So for anyone who's watching this at a later time, Well Read has an awesome channel, and check her out. I think it's awesome that we're both kind of working simultaneously, which is actually what I'm here for, the company. But I got to only see, I think 1.5, no, maybe 2 full videos of yours, and you have such a cool, great vibe. And yeah, so I met you, what is it, 3 nights ago on one of the group listing challenges that Glamma's Closet, I think is her YouTube handle, and Veronica Mitka, M-I-T-K, Veronica with a K, they are doing this listing challenge collab. So that'll be, and I think they're having another one later tonight. So once I finish going through all my stuff, I have to do like you and get some more pictures done. And then I'm going to jump on with the girls, or not on with the girls, but jump in with the girls and get my listing done. Next item up is, now this is a basic, but I ran comps in the store and I was very pleased. What I didn't do was check the pockets. So Hold, please. Checking the pockets. It's an LL Bean size 10. And these are just like classic hiking pants. They were like a cinch bungee ankle. And I just like feel like these are so perfect. I've mentioned so perfect for like a versatile outdoorsy hiker, exerciser, jogger. I mentioned I am going away next week, and I'm actually going to the woods. So, and these are size 10. Does it have? Yeah, but they have a left adjustable waist. So I might, not exactly my size, but I might borrow these before I sell them. Hey, they're mine. You know what? I might keep these for crying out loud. So do you guys ever see these on like kids' clothes where they have the cinching waist? They have them for adult pants too. Way to go, LL Bean. I dig it. Size 10 outdoor pants. What would we call this color? Like a smoky charcoal. Charcoal gray. You were sweet. Thank you. Yes, coworkers. Yeah, I totally love it. You know, that's the funny thing, being in business for ourselves and kind of by ourselves. Like, and even today, so I know I think you just jumped on, but I went thrifting with one of my friends, which was awesome, by the way, because we just chatted our way through the store. But like, it can kind of be a little bit lonely, and it can be, I don't want to say isolating because that makes it sound like we're in like a chamber cell or something, but watching people on YouTube to me helps me feel connected. And of course it's so educational, but then when we can chat live, it's like, you know, we're both getting our thing done. We're both doing work that you don't need to be super focused or dialed in on, but we can enjoy the camaraderie and share the trials and tribulations. So here's another good one. And I actually, when I was with my friend, she's like, what'd you find now? Because we kind of like got separated, not separated, but we just kept wandering. And I was like, look what I got. I got Banana Republic. Okay, good brand, right? Extra large, great size. Linen, new with tags, shorts. I was like, okay, I'm here for it. And they retail for $50. So I'm looking forward to those. But I have to get those up like right away because summer is on its way out, which I just cannot believe. There we go. Well, Red, tell me your name again, if you don't mind saying. I don't know if you're private here. I just started subscribing to several different new channels from the other day, and I want to make sure I know you right, and I don't think your name is Red. But you do have the beautiful hair. Oh, were you on last night? Yes, Kristen, that's right. There were two Kristens on last night, and it was like getting a little bit confusing. I think you might have signed off before. Last night they were talking about vintage Pendleton, and then today I was like, oh, I found my Pendleton piece. Pendleton tweed, classic vintage skirt. I love it, and it's pure virgin wool. Does it get any better than that? Look at these vintage tags. Love it. Love it. Love it. So, Kristen, how long have you been reselling? What's your story? Although maybe you want me to just do the talking and you don't want to have to stop what you're doing to come and type because you're photographing. I'm sorry, I'm being annoying. Wool skirt. So this is a size 14, but if you know vintage sizing, it usually runs a little bit small. So I usually measure it up, and then sometimes if it looks really small, I'll put like women's vintage size 14 measures as a 10, so I'm listing it as a 10. Like I'll very clearly put that in my listing. Wool tweed brown skirt size 14. Got it. Oh, yes, that's right. All right. So Kristen says that she got the Pendleton dog raincoat, and she mentioned it. That's right. I think were you the one that started the whole Pendleton conversation? You might have been. I was also photographing yesterday, so I was a little bit distracted. I'm probably like remembering this disjointed. What did you list it for, if you don't mind my asking? That's exciting. Look at this. I got this skirt. So hello. I got this skirt and I was so conflicted about it. And then finally I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it as a new brand for me. The brand is Rip Skirt Hawaii, and it's called Rip Skirt, I'm assuming, because you just rip the damn thing off. It's just like a tennis skirt, but it doesn't have like a skirt option, but it velcros to itself. And that I love that because it makes it a little bit more adjustable in sizing. I actually, for me, I'd be like, don't sit down too fast. Mama might rip her skirt right off. Yowza. Wouldn't that be some kind of tennis match? Be like, hold please. Wardrobe malfunction. It's a size large. And it's got a pretty pattern. Isn't that pretty? Oh, good. Kristen says she can take a minute and explain. She started when her youngest was a baby and sold his outgrown baby Gap. Yeah. Oh, he's now 22. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, I love that. And she's been full-time now for 3 years. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm 2.5 years. So you've got me beat, but I'm right behind you. Someone was asking about a wool skirt and wondered if it was a good thing to list. I'm in the Yes to Pendleton Club. Yeah, currently in Seattle, and you have a lot of Pendleton. Yeah, isn't it? It's like an Oregon or Oregon. So I'm from New York, and we say Oregon, which is like, the Oregon Trail, but my brother-in-law is from Oregon, so I've changed to Oregon. Dog raincoat retails for $65. Yeah. Oh, cool. On Williams Sonoma. So she thinks she'll put hers for $28. I don't know, girlfriend. So here's the thing. And I know we all have our own businesses and we all like do things our own way for our own reasons. I am of the camp to list high and then play with pricing as you go. I don't know what platform you sell on. My primary platform is Poshmark, and then I also cross list to like the other platforms. And what I find personally is that it's super easy to drop the pricing on Poshmark. Now, granted, you have to go in and actually, it's like another touch point. You have to actually touch it and do something to it to drop the price. However, to me, that kind of gives me like peace of mind that I can list it and try to get as much of the money as I can. And then if over time I'm seeing it's not working out, then I just lower the price, but I feel like I haven't left money on the table. I hate that feeling of like, so you flip something quickly and you get a quick sale, which is great. I love that feeling. Don't get me wrong. But I hate it when I'm like, oh, darn it. My research was wrong or whatever it is. And I could have gotten more. And then I feel like, darn it, I sold myself short. So for that reason, I don't mind listing high. Here's the other thing. So I don't know enough specifically about the dog raincoat, but I'm assuming, is it a dog pattern? Is that why it's, and if you're photographing, do what you got to do and respond whenever. But if it's like a dog pattern, anything pets and like dog and puppy and like a particular breed or any of that stuff does well for me. So there's that. Like someone could specifically be looking for the Scotty dog or the, pug or whatever, number one. Number two, if it's sold out or someone can't find it, now it becomes like a sought after item. So it retailed for $65, but you might even be able to get more for it. So there's that whole thing in the equation. Kristen says, I'm with you, and that's my usual model. Yeah, but I move overseas in just over 6 weeks. Oh, that's right. So now she has to list and quick flip, or it'll be in a moving sale. I hear you. So that's smart strategy. No, it's actually it's for a tiny dog. Wait, did I see? Yes. Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so scatterbrained. I do remember seeing that. I was like, that is the cutest little thing. That's so right. Okay. Well then, yeah. Oh, $65 for a little doggy coat. Can I just tell you, in my next life, I am coming back as an American dog. We treat our dogs so well. We paint their nails and we take them to the groomer. And my girlfriend does ombre neon ears on her dog. Like I would pull up her Facebook so you could see if I wasn't worried about like exposing her to a YouTube audience that she may or may not want to be exposed to. We do such good things for our little dogs. We dress them up and all the cute things. Oh, that is so smart. She says, if I don't get to come back as a cat, I'll be upset. Yeah, same. I'm a cat person too. If my cat ends up pitter-pattering around, I'll show him off. we treat our cats very well as well. But I just feel like my thing currently is like you go to, I get if you go to Petco or what's the other one, PetSmart. But when I go to Home Depot or Lowe's, people have their dogs just walking around the store. And I'm like, oh, is this like a thing now that like, or even, well, maybe not Costco, but like, I guess because they have the industrial flooring, people don't care or whatever. But I'm like, why are we bringing our dogs everywhere now? And I'm not complaining, like, dogs are cute and everything, but I never be like taking my, although I do have a cat leash because yes, I am that crazy, but I would never just like take my cat out with me. I mean, cats are such a different beast, but, so Kristen, I'm so excited for you. I think if I remember correctly, you're moving to Australia, which is so awesome. My sister lived in Australia outside of Perth for a few years. And so she's lived a few different places and I did not get to visit her there. And I have such a regret over that. She moved right before I got to visit her, but she just had awesome adventures. The weather was great. The people were great. There was so much to do, so much nature and outdoor stuff and all that. So I'm just taking notes as I go. So this really, I'll tell you the reason I got this. Oh no, pen. Okay, I have so many lotions and potions. I will be able to get her out. Look at what a beautiful top. It's Chico's, and I'll tell you why I got this. And look at this beautiful embroidery. It even has like a little bit of a like silver threading. Yeah. And the coral, and it's just a pool wrap, and it's so pretty. It is, the reason I got it is part of like one of their summer lines. And if you guys remember, I'm selling for a consignor who brought me all this Chico stuff, and it's doing really well. I have some of it, not all of it listed, and it's doing so beautifully that I'm like, I need to really keep my eyes out for more Chico's. Now, Chico's, I will say, it drives me a little bit bonkers with the vanity sizing because you really have to be careful. You really have to be careful like with the sizing, but that doesn't bother me. So you know what I'm noticing? I'm just looking. This is dry clean. So here's a funny thing. My next piece, Calvin Klein, size 10. I got this because it's basic workwear. This black panel on the side is going to be so figure flattering. I'm definitely going to try it on and see if I want to keep it, because I report to the office. But look, she's just so cute. But look what I'm noticing. So, when you buy a skirt or a dress and it has like the stay closed, they put the stitching just to hold it down when you buy it. There was like a little mark on it. So this has been worn, not a mark, but just like a little blemish, which I will be able to get out. Somebody wore it. Sniffing off the whole back. That's a faux pas, isn't it? CK Royal Blue size 10 work dress. I'm excited to try this on. And like I said, I don't really go, wasn't there for me. She is just so cute. She's going to look really just really pretty on. I can just tell. I just know. So here was a big fat question mark. Oh, speaking of question marks, guys, oh my gosh, this is one of life's mysteries. Like, how did they build the pyramids? Although maybe some people know that. How do they get the tags on when there's no exit? Does this ever happen to you guys? Like where there's no exit, it's stuck in the vortex somewhere. It's in the abyss. Like I see it on the inside. It's there, but how did it get there? How did Goodwill affix this tag without punching it through? One of the mysteries of life here. And I'm so sorry for the person who's going to buy this because now they're going to have the inside of the tag in there. Anyway, speaking of mysteries, so this one was a mystery because I have never heard of nor sold this brand. Brand is Chelsea, Chelseea 28, size medium. I did run comps, off-white blazer. So the comps were kind of all over the place, but it was just such a beautiful, pretty blazer. I just couldn't help myself. And business suiting does well for me. You know what I always want to say when I think of suiting? I'm not gonna tell you what movie it is. I crack myself up. I'll be here all night, folks. Tip your bartenders. It was a drive-by fruiting. 20 points if you know what movie I'm talking about. It was a drive-by fruiting. Anyhow, so this next item was just purchased for the qualities of the item. It was not based on brand. It was not based on size. I bought Forever 21. Now hold on. Don't judge. Don't judge. I'm going to tell you why. Maybe, and I didn't run the comps. This probably will resell for like $2. I don't know. I got it because it is like a crochet vibe moment. Look at the fringe on the bottom. Oh my gosh. And just like this, I mean, it's not crochet, it's like knit, and it's obviously factory made. So, but it's just so pretty. It's a size small, medium, long cardi vest with fringe. Now here's the story. You guys know I am a big reader. I'm like a huge reader. And I read the Daisy Jones and the Six, which just came out, actually not just, but came out somewhat recently on, what was it, Amazon Prime, Netflix? One of the platforms. They did the show. And oh my gosh, the show was so cute. I have to say, it was just, in my opinion, really well done. And the Daisy Jones character, like all of her clothes were so epic. And I don't know if that's still like a moment or a vibe or whatever, but that piece right there checks all those boxes for me. So that, my friends, is why I purchased it. I might live to regret the decision, but I did it. Also, I was there for so long. Paramount Outdoors. I was there for so long that I was like, I don't want to comp anything anymore. I just kind of was like getting things, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to get it. I'm going to deal with it later. That's when you know that you need to leave the store, because then you start making dumb decisions. And I spent, oh, you know what? I will leave that to the end to let you guys know how much I spent, because I don't know, would it give some of you guys a heart attack? But I wasn't running comps anymore. And I just got it on impulse. Another thing I got on impulse. Here we go. Ooh! Am I ready for the safari, guys? So it's oh, I forgot about this. Yes, that's right. What's up with me and the feather hats today? They were all in the same spot. I think they were all from the same, I want to say gentleman, but what if it was a chick? Like, I'm at safaring, guys. Here we go. Do you ever see what is it? Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, and the girl's like on the stage, and I think her name is Becky, just like me. And they're like, she's doing the modeling, and they're like, okay, Becky. And then she has that look on her face like, why are you shuttling me off the stage? Oh, Kristen knows what I'm talking about. Okay, I don't feel so stupid. But she has a hat like this, right? She's like off for the safari, and they're like, okay, Becky, like wrap it up. How cool is this hat? I just love it. It has a feather. Oh my word. You gotta laugh, right? Because otherwise this job is boring. Now here's something else that I got. Oh, I don't even know if you can see it. This is like a little arrow pin. Can you see that? And it was attached to this hat. And all right, I'm gonna take a minute. This is like going against one of my core pillars of Becky, don't get distracted. And this is why I come on YouTube, so that I don't get distracted. However, I think I know what this is. Actually, I have two guesses. My first guess is that this is an Order of the Arrow Boy Scouts of America pin. And I don't think that that's what it is. Womp, 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 womp. Okay, Becky, that was your first. The second guess is that it's a Star Trek pin. Because, or maybe it's an archery pin, or maybe it's from like Hunger Games. It's so I left it on the hat when I was there. Oh, all right, Google Lens is failing me. I'll have to search my other methods. I left it on the hat because I think that's a general rule when you're out at the thrift store. What you get is what you get, and if you find money in the pocket, you find money in the pocket, right? If I have never found money in the pocket at the thrift store, but I think if there was an item that had money in the pocket, let's think, would I buy it to justify the money in the pocket, or would I just take the money in the pocket, or would I take the money in the pocket and give it to the cashier? I don't know. What would you guys do? Anyway, this pin could be trash, could be treasure, but I'm gonna write it down. Arrow pin. Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire. See, Kristen, I knew we were like kindred spirits. You were just photographing, so you weren't at the keyboard. It was a drive-by fluting. That would be so funny. Oh, Robin Williams. That just like breaks my heart. So much talent. Gosh, yeah. But this, speaking of the whole thing with finding money in the pocket at Goodwill or elsewhere, I was out with my girls yesterday. We went to the library and then we went for ice cream. I live in a community that, listen to this, people. You're going to be very excited to know this. I'm going to take off my hat to tell you it's creating a shadow. I live, wait for it, in the mushroom capital of the world. Yes, you heard it. I know it's a big deal. And if you all know what mushrooms are grown in, that says it all right there. Yes, the mushroom capital of the world. It is a big deal here. So we are the BFD of the mushroom world. And because of that, we have a lot of workers who are willing to work in conditions that maybe some other lazy Americans would not be interested in. Because if you know anything, mushrooms are grown in, yes, you guessed it, cow shit. And it is a particular brand of cow shit that is very stinky cow shit. Okay, so we get all that too. Yes, you're welcome, world. When you eat mushrooms, you can thank the smell of the air here in my special corner of Pennsylvania. If the wind is blowing the wrong way, you get a nice whiff of it. And every mushroom farm, there's so many of them around here, it's crazy town. They all have like their own signature scent, if you will. Ode to cow shit number 1 and ode to cow shit number 2. I'm sure it has something to do with like shiitake versus portobello versus whatever. And anyway, the reason I'm telling you this is that we have a lot of in my opinion, I think there are a lot of illegals from the people that I've spoken to, illegal immigrants who come across the border who can get really well-paying, great jobs, but unfortunately they're working in like really stinky hothouses, which I'm assuming that they have good, conditions for them. But I get the benefit and that we have a ton of awesome Mexican eateries and authentic, really, really good Mexican food pretty much everywhere in my little corner of Pennsylvania. Thank you. Thank you, mushroom farms. And so, and it's great that there's jobs for the Latino population or the Mexican population, and then they can start their own businesses and have restaurants and all that stuff. So there's a place by me that has authentic Mexican ice cream. If you've ever had Mexican ice cream, that's not like when you go to Chi-Chi's or whatever and they deep fry ice cream. This is ice cream that is so rich and like it's so creamy. I don't even know what kind of milk they use or what the situation is. And I'm just writing details. What black, white dress. It is so yummy. It's so rich and it's, I'm sure, so bad for you. So anyway, very long story. Hold please. This is I think I'm saying the name right. Bijou, if I'm not mistaken, is French. And it is a Nuit tags, beautiful, long paisley dress with a slit. Look at this sexy, sexy back here. Retails for $72. I wonder if that's real leather on the back. And yeah, here's the brand. Bijou. And I was here for it. So I haven't sold that brand yet either. And I'm excited to have it. So anyway, back to them awesome Mexican ice cream. So we're there sitting and eating, and these people walk by, and this gentleman goes into the ice cream store, and this wife is like, ah, God, why is he doing this? I can't believe him. He's going back into the store. Oh, my friend, I'm gonna resell it. I love your name. That's so cool. I just checked out your channel actually for the first time. You had was it a short that was up? Yeah, so cool. I have not done a YouTube short. I'm gonna have to pick your brain about how it all goes down. And I'd like to introduce you also to my friend Kristen, who's in the chat. I'm gonna resell it. Tell me your name again. You're so sweet. You come and drop comments on my video and make me feel loved with the comments and the likes. Real quick, okay, because I keep getting sidetracked. This is vintage Christian Livingston collection. It is just a basic brand, right? A basic bag. It's nothing special. However, crochet is having a moment still. It's brown, which is like a nice fall color, and that is why I got it, because it had several qualities that I think will allow it to sell for more. So that was that purchase. Okay, see, this is me multitasking. I'm going to go back to the ice cream story. I promise you, because I know I left you on such a cliffhanger. You just need to know what happened. I know. It's okay. Christian Livingston brown crochet bag. Okay, so here's the story. So this man walks in, the wife is like, oh, what is he doing? And I'm like, what happened? She's like, well, he just had to go back in. They gave him the wrong change and he just had to go back in. I told him, just let it go and whatever. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this guy is going back in because, they owed him something and he's quibbling over a few dollars. Man, this woman's all lit up about it. Like she was all in a state. I'm sitting there having ice cream out on the bench with my girls. This amazing, rich, yummy Mexican ice cream. By the way, the Mexican ice cream, I know I'm all over the place. They have flavors like avocado, maize, everything like con queso, con leche. I mean, they had all these just like awesome, really cool flavors. Tiramisu. What else was there? Cheesecake. I mean, like all the regular stuff, but then also cool stuff like corn, maize, and avocado. You guys, Goodwill did it again. What in the world? I just don't understand. How does the tag go in one end and not come out the other end? It's a mystery. And this is lined, but it's sewn at the hem, so there's no chance of it coming out. It is just a head scratcher. Goodwill, it's mysterious. I'm a resell it is pronounced Shagan. Shagan? Yeah. Like Reagan? Shagan. Do I have a reselling Instagram? No, I do not. So I'm going to have to ask you an opinion, first of all, about shorts, and then I'm going to ask you about Instagram. If you guys know my friend George from, what's his YouTube handle? Gosh, Thrifty George, JAWG. He's from England, and so it's pronounced George. He's such a darling. He's such a sweetheart. He was telling me about Instagram the other day, and I was asking him, I'm like, I think I need to be on Instagram. Do I need to be on Instagram? Am I hurting myself as a reseller by not? I'm not, and I'll tell you why in a second, and I need to ask your opinion on something in a second. Let me tell you about this piece real quick. It is, so here I saw this on a rack, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, how darling is this cute little green, super plush velvet dress. I have to check the tags and see what the heck kind of vintage this is, right? Oh my gosh, she's so cute. And then I look at the bottom. This is like the mystery that unfolds. And don't worry, I will finish telling the ice cream story. So then I'm like, oh, okay, great. There's tags. And I'm like, these are modern tags. This is not vintage. So this tag says Vogue. This tag says New Vogue. And this tag says New Trend. Okay, so now this very vintage looking dress is having an identity crisis because she ain't vintage, right? And then I look at it and there's all this, it's like a plasticky tag with all this Asian writing on it. And in classic, like this is when you just see S, like that little tag, that usually says it's a newer, cheaper stuff from overseas kind of item. So all those things, right? And then I'm like, well, this is like a new vintage look dress. But guess what? I bought it because it has like total Wednesday Addams vibes. And this new season of Wednesday is coming at some point. I'm going to sell the shit out of this, especially for Halloween. But just in general, like there are those little goth girls. Look how, oh my gosh, is she just so cute? Look at her. So this is a size small, and I am not a size small, but oh my word. I just think she's so cute. So that's what I got, my non-vintage, vintage-inspired Wednesday Addams dress. Shagan says, am I pronouncing that right, Shagan? Is it Shagan? Shagan. You followed George too. Yeah, he's such a sweetheart. I love him. Am I right? Is it Thrifty George? I feel like he just changed his channel or did something to his name. So anyway, back to my ice cream story, and then we're going to talk Instagram. I'm sorry, I'm going to rustle paper, and I know that like chaps some people's asses, but here we go. I'll try to be quiet. So the guys in the store quibbling over what I think is like $3 or $5 change that got messed up, whatever. And his wife is like huffing and puffing out here, talking to me and my daughters. I can't believe he's doing this. He made us walk all the way back. He's crazy, blah, blah, blah. So he comes out, and she's like, I can't believe you do that. You're insane, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I just wanted to do the right thing. And he's like, they gave me the wrong change, and they're a small business, and they need the right money back. And I'm like, hold on. What happened? Who gave who the wrong money? And he's like, they gave him $5 too much, and he wanted to go back and give them their $5 back. And my one daughter, she's like me. She's like a little chatty. She's a loudmouth. She's like, oh my God, you're such a good person. Can I shake your hand? She stands up and starts shaking his hand. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that my kids are here witnessing this beautiful moment. I mean, it was such a small thing. It's $5, whatever. But it was just like the thought of it. Like, he did the right thing. He walked his little tushy all the way back to do the right thing. And that just made me so proud of my little corner of Pennsylvania to give the ice cream people back their money. So that was, am I long-winded or what for that stupid little story? But, we have work to do, and that just passes the time. So there you go. Next item, and then we're going to talk Instagram. These dishes, I only ended up getting 3 of them. But when I ran comps, they looked like they could be something exciting. So we are going to see what we do. There was a 4th plate there, but they were as a set, and then the one had a crack and gold detail. So we only got the 3 of them. That's not even the best china that I got. So Shagan, here's the story with Instagram. I do have a personal Instagram that I don't really check or keep up with. And I just don't feel like having all of my resale stuff on my personal site because I don't know. I just feel like I want to keep it separate. And so my question for you is it possible for me to have a second Instagram account and keep it separate from my personal? Because I would have to, don't you have to link them? Like if you start a new Facebook or something, like I know Instagram and Facebook are connected, but then like you can't just start a new account. Don't they all have to like be linked from the same email account? Is that right? I obviously have a separate email address for my business. So if I started an Instagram for my business, would I just link it to that Gmail? That's question number 1. Question number 2, why? I feel so overstimulated by information coming at me. I have got YouTube information, which granted, I go for it. I seek it out. But my phone, my texts, my emails, my this, my that, like, do I need one more thing? Convince me. If I need it, if you think I need it, I'll consider it. So here's my question for you. And Kristen, if you're still listening, I am considering coming on. I did like a little test run the other day. I'm considering coming on to my chatty work with me videos. Hold on for a second. Let me tell you what I got. I got a backpack and a lunch bag in, I'm 90% sure that this is, I thought it was, what is the family Madrigal? Why can't I think of it? Come on now. It's not Moana. Encanto. Yes, thank you very much. And now I'm questioning it. I'll have to wait till the girls are around and I can ask them. But it has this beautiful embroidery on it. And it was both backpack and lunch bag, which I thought was great. The lunch bag was surprisingly like unused, unstinky, does have someone's name in it. And the backpack had one little flaw. It was like the Velcro here was just kind of like coming a little bit loose. But I think there's going to be some little Encanto loving girl. Oh my gosh, it's embroidered down bottom too. It's kind of got like a glittery, shimmery detail. I think some little Encanto girl is going to just love this backpack. And it's back to school. Perfect timing. So Shagan says you can separate it. Okay, that's helpful. When you make it, it's going to ask you if you want to link your contacts. Okay, so is that the determining factor? Shagan says just say no. So it's going to ask me to link my contacts. And if I say no, it becomes a separate account. And then I'm kind of private and separate. And then should I list, like, do you guys do reels and stuff and like show your stuff? I mean, that just sounds like one more thing to manage. I don't know. I was thinking about having like a Shopify account so that I could just sell things there, only because my cross-listing platform has that as an option, or it's coming soon, I think. But I haven't wanted that badly enough to go there. Okay, look at what an awesome find this is. So Nike cleats, men's cleats. I think they're a size 9. Number 9. Let's see. Oh, my bad. US 11. Shagan, I need your help. Is a US men's 11 shoe a relatively typical size, or is it Bigfoot McGee? These seem like a typical men's size. And I ran comps, and some of these were going for like good money. They are the VPR. I don't know what that means. Nike on the heel. I am excited for those, and I'll tell you about that. Kristen said, I don't use it all that much, but I do follow other resellers as well as family and friends, all under one name. Yeah, okay. Because I'm overwhelmed as well. Yeah, right. I know. I guess I shouldn't matter that it's like one name, but I just feel like my friends aren't going to want to see all my clothing stuff. Like, I don't want them to be like, oh, Becky, enough already with that. I just want to keep it separate. Oh, I don't know anything about shoes. I'm not sure. Well, what size do you wear? Is that like, I don't know. Maybe is that personal information? Don't ask men about their foot size for obvious reasons. It's not that kind of channel, right? I'll stop now. Oh my gosh, am I bright pink? Yeah, I don't know about Instagram. I appreciate your guys' feedback. I'll noodle on it. I don't know. Do you guys post? Well, Kristen says she doesn't use it all that much, but she follows people. All right, that might be cool. You follow people. What kind of content are they just talking about? Like this and that? I don't know that. I mean, if you've noticed from this channel, I don't really have that much to say. I am not here sharing tips, and I'm not here pretending to be like an expert. I am just sharing and chatting while I'm getting my stuff done so that I'm not really lonely here by myself in the mushroom capital of the world, Pennsylvania. Nike cleats, size 11, blue. And you know what I didn't write down? The Encanto backpack. See, I'm getting distracted, people. Pack and lunch bag. I feel like that lunch bag and backpack combo was a find for $5. I mean, heck yeah. I also think those hats, even though that's kind of like a sleeper item, those are probably one of my better finds. And that vintage dress, gosh, I'm excited for her, even though it might just be, she's lined, she got lace. There's like so many things. Okay. Are we ready? Drum roll, please. This is the could be crap, could be treasure moment of my bins haul. Not my bins haul, my regular Goodwill haul. I'm so used to going to the bins. I miss my bins. Look at this little gem. Oh my gosh. So it is a Japanese rice bowl. That much I know. And there's all this beautiful writing on there. And I don't know what any of it says or means. And the comps I was looking at, now look at some of the gold is kind of like chipping off a little bit. So, or just rubbing off. But some of the comps had like 200, 400, high. asking prices. So I didn't see cold sold comps because it's so unique. Now, some of them were also lower, but some of them were chipped. So, and some of them had sets as well. And this is just a singleton. There was another one that was there that was chipped, and it was a slightly different pattern. So it wasn't even part of a match set. So I left that one behind. I'm so excited. This could be like a $200 item. It could be a $2 item. I don't know. I do need to do a little bit more research, but either way, even if I end up just keeping it, it's kind of like tinted like a bluish green color. She is just so cute. I'm really pleased. And even if I just use it for jewelry or whatever. So that is my little gem of a find. Now you're probably wondering, Becky, have you lost your mind? Were you in every department of Goodwill? We saw bags, we saw hats, we saw sneakers, we saw dresses, we saw backpacks. I didn't have any kids' clothing, but I did shop in that section. I got a little bit of everything. If you remember from my other videos, I'm in a crusade to replace my silverware, and I'm in a crusade to replace my glassware because my children keep throwing out the forks and silverware when they do the dishes, and they keep breaking glasses. We all kind of keep breaking these glasses. The ones I bought last time were very delicate. So I was in the China section looking for that, and my eye struck this and those other 3 little plates, and I got excited. So I ran comps. I ran them again when I got home. I need to do a little bit more research. So that is my exciting find for the day. Let me tell you how much I spent, and I'm going to do a quick total unless you guys are getting tired of listening to me rant. Shagan says, if you don't want your personal contacts to see your second account, then you just say no. Oh, okay. All right. Even if you say yes, it won't link the 2 together. It's just keeping your account semi-private. See, this is making me a little bit nervous. So, like, I mean, not that I'm nervous. I mean, if it's linked or joint, whatever, I don't care if people really see it. I just don't want them getting, like, I don't want them feeling harassed, you know? And then Kristen said, new weekly show name could be crap, could be treasure. Yeah. You ever hear that game called Fact or Crap? Oh, you would absolutely watch it. Okay, noted. Could be crap, could be treasure. Come see if Becky has made an epic failure and her business is in the shitter, or if she's onto something. Yeah. And I love that you're here for it. We totally are the same person. Because I would watch that too. Hey, I'm living it, so I would hope I would watch it. Shagan says, I wear an 11.5, but it seems like the average is 10.5 based off a Google search. Oh, you're doing research for me. I love you. Thank you. You're so sweet. But you also have to keep in mind women or kids with large feet buy men's shoes too. That would be a very large shoe for a woman or a child, but I hear what you're saying. Yeah. You don't have to post reels on Instagram. You can post pictures. Okay. Lots of information. Shagan is complimenting you, Kristen. Well-read wardrobe. That's a good title. Yeah, where'd your name come from? And I'm a reseller. I'm guessing that your name just came from the fact that if it's not nailed down, I'm gonna resell it, right? I say that. So you guys know I'm a consignment seller, and I tell people if it fits in a box, I will sell it. And maybe I'll start saying that. If it fits in a box, I'm gonna resell it. That's how I roll. It's up to you. Lots of freedom. Yeah. All right, this has been informative. Hold on, I'm parched. I can't imagine why. Okay, let's do a quick total because we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Very good. I'll have to double check that, but I think 35 items. All right, do you guys want to guess how much that cost me in Pennsylvania? I don't know where. Kristen said she's in Seattle, right? And Seattle soon to be Australia. You have to rock that American accent so hard so that people are like, just America pride. Shagan, where do you live? He wanted to put thrift in his name, but he didn't make sense because he doesn't thrift that much. Oh, where do you source? You go next. There we go. He goes to a lot of flea markets, but that didn't sound like a sexy name. Oh, shaken from the flea. Okay. Oh, thanks. It's well read because I like reading and writing. Oh my God, soul sister. But went with red, the color, because clothing is my resale focus. Oh, that's cool. Thanks for saying that. Oh, 30. Okay. Oh boy, did I overspend? Well, it's more than that. Spoiler alert. Seattle to Sydney. Yeah, I like that. Seattle to Sydney. So that can be like your journey. Like that's a cool little video idea. Oh, you live in Chicago. Oh my gosh. Is it freezing cold? My family lives in Naperville, if you know where that is. I feel like Naperville is a bigger town than I realized it was before I went there. Flea markets are actually cool though. Yeah. Maybe not for the name. Well-read wardrobe. How long will you be there? Yeah. So well-read. I want to know all the deets as well. But so Kristen is photographing right now, so we're pulling her away from her work and the keyboard to come and answer. Forever, she's moving for good. Shaken knows exactly where Naperville is. I leave Chicago for the winters. Yeah, smart. Okay, so where do you go? Are you a snowbird down to Florida? All right, I'm going to tell you my total. What did I say? It was 35 items. Oh, this isn't so bad. Okay. Shagan, hold on to your knickers because it was a lot more than 30. I spent a whopping $175 at Goodwill today. But when you average it out, it comes to exactly $5 an item. So, and I probably should have been able to do that math in my head, but it's late. So I don't consider $5 an item terrible. It's not as cheap as the bins for sure. And it's certainly not as cheap as consignment selling where people bring me their stuff for free and I have no cost of goods, which is a luxury for me. But what are you going to do? So I'm excited. And I personally feel like that's an okay price point. But you guys let me know. Give me feedback on that. Let me know if I need to stay away from the thrift store or the high price thrift store or not. Our Goodwill is very, very expensive. My girlfriend who was with me thrifting today was like shocked at some of the prices. So, Shagan was asking, when is Kristen leaving? And she said, Chicago's a city I've always wanted to see. Yeah. Oh, you have to see it soon. If it's on your list, you got to see it before you go. Are you going to do like a farewell tour of American places that you've always wanted to see before it gets really expensive to come back and forth? He came in late, so he didn't see all the good stuff you bought. Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's true. You only saw maybe half of the haul. I would lift it up, but I don't want to damage something. It's a stack. It's a stack. And I got some new with tags and just some basic too. She leaves in just under 7 weeks and still listing and selling, which I commend you. Make that money while you can, right? But then I'm sure you feel like there's a threshold where you got to sell it off. She's starting to feel a bit crazy, so these lives and listing challenges are fantastic. I know. I got so much done these last couple days, which I'm proud of myself for. I stayed up late, so I'm on East Coast time, and last night I was up late. Shagan, we're talking about the listing challenge with Glama's Closet and Veronica Mitka. They're both YouTubers who are doing this listing challenge, and I don't know how many nights it's for, but we've been in their lives watching the last few nights. And so I was up last night until, what time did they jump off? I think you bowed out a little bit sooner than I did. I was there till the end and they were, I want to say it was like midnight when we finished, but I got so much done. It was so good. So I'm not complaining. I was pleased with that. Yeah, it's getting a lot of work done for a lot of us. Goodwill is sticker shock for real, but you can still make that money. Yeah, I know. And that's like, you just have to be careful. But that was me today, like running comps. And it's just annoying. Like you just want to go and buy stuff. But at $7 an item, it's a big chance to take if you're not completely sure about it. So Shagan says, I've left twice now. First winter, I went to Nevada. Oh my gosh, how cool. Second winter, I went to Thailand. Holy moly. This winter, oh, I'm so jelly. It will be Thailand again, possibly the Philippines. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. So how do you communicate and get around in these countries, especially if you're only going to be there for the winter? Do you just like bone up on some real quick, I'm just going to learn some, Filipino right quick and fit right in? Kristen said she'll come back because her kids are staying in America for college and the military. Oh, that's good. So you'll be back to visit. Are they local to you, or are they someplace outside of Seattle? Kristen does sell full-time. She's been reselling full-time. I think she said for 3 years, but she's been doing it part-time for a while, for 22 years. Yeah, she does. She's asking. She just subscribed. So if you have videos, oh, look at you guys subscribing to each other. Yay, that's awesome. Oh, I'm so glad that you guys were able to connect. I'm assuming you follow Matt and Mel. Will you continue to do reselling out there? Yes, of course I do. I wish they were in Sydney so I could meet either Mel or Maddie. So I don't know Maddie. What is Maddie's channel? Or maybe I do and I just am not remembering. I see Mel. She's just so adorable. She's in America right now, isn't she? I think she's traveling here. I'm going to need to jump off in a minute or two, guys, because I am finished this. I need to throw in a load of laundry. And then I'm going to do what you're doing, Kristen. I need to get my photographing done so that I'm not up until midnight again. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be up late. And I did so many photos yesterday. I have more to photograph. So you know what? I have more to list. I might even list and then photograph. All right. I need to make some decisions. I want to get up and moving, so I think I might do some photography. Shagan says that's extremely hard to learn. Yeah, I know. Most people speak English, so that's good. Sometimes I have to use Google Translate. How smart. Yeah, to translate. It's annoying, but it's fine. I mean, I totally get it. Like, it is annoying, but can you imagine 10 years ago we didn't have that? You would have a handheld dictionary or whatever. Like, the fact that you can just talk into your phone and translate, it's annoying, but that's like awesome. So glad to catch you on live, Becky, and nice to meet you. You too. I'm so happy to have you as a new reselling friend. Next time on the agenda, we have to talk books. You have to tell me about your writing journey, and if you are writing, because I'm here for it. I want to know all about that and more about your journey and all the other stuff. So, that's what I was going to ask you guys. Hang on a second. Yeah, she's here. Oh, she's in Florida. That's right. Yeah, we're talking about Mel. There's a listing challenge, so you'll go from here to there. Oh yeah, I'll you know what? I will join over there. I forgot. It starts, I think, at 9:30. So yeah. Nice to meet you too. Good. Oh, Matt's the Aussie flipper. I am going to check him out real quick and then I'm going to jump off. So if I was to the next time I come on live, which I'm not on the evening so much because I usually have the kids home and then it's like total chaos. But if I was to come on and use like StreamYard, would you guys want to come and be on a live with me and chit chat so we can talk live? So I'm not like reading your comments, so we can actually talk to each other. Let me know, because next time I will do that. And then I'll just either be on by myself or see if somebody's on to jump in and say hello at the same time. Or shorts or anything. What do you mean? To do live shorts? Oh, yes, it's a good idea. Okay. Oh, that would be fun. So you're both in for it. Yay. We'll have a party. Cool. Are you guys ever around in the daytime? Because I also do most of my stuff in the daytime, to be honest with you, because that's when my kids are like generally in camp or something. So I will say, I've been talking about it, but next week I'm on vacation. So all this good juju and good energy and good planning will be on pause for a little bit while I'm frolicking in the woods with the bears and everything. Daytime, yes, but other coasts. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. All right. I'll have to know. Yeah, it's usually like 3:00 my time. So it would be like mid-morning for you. So yeah, not too early. I won't do that to you. That's a good point. And that's funny too. That's why you're like ready to go right now. It's the afternoon for you. When I'm like winding down, it's 9:30 at night. So he's going to be traveling too, starting tomorrow. Where are you going? And are you thrifting while you're away? That's the best kind of trips, huh? Thrifting trips. I have a weekend coming up where my friends asked me if I wanted to go with them. They're doing like some scrapbooking and crafting, which I also love that too. But I might, it's near Ocean City, Maryland. I might go and just thrift. Just be like, I will stay at your bougie beach house and in the evenings and enjoy wine and chatter with you guys. But in the daytime, you shaking, you say I'm a resell it. I'm a thrift. Tennessee. Oh, are you going to yeah, North Carolina? You're going to the uh no, don't tell me don't ThriftCon. Yeah, ThriftCon? No, FlipCon. FlipCon. Enjoy your travels, and I hope your flea market that you find some scores to pay off that whole trip. Oh, I'm so I'm a relist it. I'm a resell. I'm a relist it. I am so jealous. I was considering going to ThriftCon. No, it's FlipCon. Isn't it, right? I wanted to go, but it's during my week of vacation, and I was like, darn it. I wonder if it's that same weekend every year, because I am booked in for this weekend, the same week every year for my family vacation. We rent a cabin at this reservation, but all these other families rent their cabins as well. And so we always go the same week so we can be with those same people. So it would be a little bit heartbreaking. So, all right, party people, this has been so much fun to get to chit chat with you. I'm so glad that I got to share my weird but exciting items. I'm excited for my hats, for my shoes. What is this? Oh, I have to tuck that in. Oh, it's just the seam. Yeah, that's not a big deal. I'm just, yeah, I thought today was a good fun day, and it was good chatting with you guys. eBay open in September in Philly. It's not in Philly, right? Oh, there is eBay open in September. Yes, which I was looking into. I live very close to Philly, so I can always do stuff there and hang out in Philly and whatnot. So, all right, party people, I'm out, and let's all boogie over to the listing challenge. If you're here for that, I will probably stop over there too. And then I'll hopefully see you guys the next time I'm on, and we will do it. We'll do it live together so we can get to know each other better and continue the party fun. So great. Well, have a good night, guys. See you soon, and a good afternoon for you, Kristen. Bye.